Hello friends, welcome back to Akida. In the previous lecture, we have seen some of the problems based on the time factor and the time required for the final settlement, and also seen the problems based on the drainage path, whether it is a one-way drainage or a double drainage. Okay, in the present video, let us see how to find the final settlement. Let us say there is a site. It is a composite site, consists of a sand layer having thickness 9 meter, and then below that there is a clay layer of thickness 3 meter. And we are going to construct a square footing having width of 3.6 meter, and assume that the load acting on the square footing, let us consider it as a 900 tons. So here our final aim is to find the final settlement. So what is the final settlement happening in the clay layer, right? So as we have discussed in the theory, so if you want to find out the settlement, so you have to find out, or you have to take all the reference values with respect to the center of the clay layer. So what is the center of the clay layer? The center of the clay layer is nothing but as total thickness is 3. From here to here, what is the thickness? 3 by 2, that is nothing but a 1.5 meter. Okay. Now see the relation. What is the data we know? We know the void ratio, and we know the liquid limit, right? So by using liquid limit and void ratio, what is the suitable formula that is striking your mind to find the settlement? As I know the liquid limit, I can find out the coefficient of compression index, right? That implies I can find out my settlement by using H naught into initial thickness into compression index Cc divided by 1 plus E naught. E naught is nothing but a initial void ratio into log. If I'm simply writing log, that means log with respect to 10 times your effective stress in the after the application of the loading divided by effective stress to the initial case, right? So if you're talking about the clay layer, your void ratio is given. So E naught is given as how much? 1.08. How can I find the compression index? I can find out it by using point, if you remember the formula, 0.009 into liquid limit minus 10. Do not confuse this. What is the formula for IP for A line? 0.73 into WL minus 20, okay? While writing the formula, you should be confident. That means wherever there are some relation between the formulas, you should recall them so that you cannot mistake in the example. So here that will be equal to 0.009. What is the liquid limit given? 54. So 54 minus 10. So if you solve this calculation, then you will get this value as around 0.396. Right? Now, what is the final values we need? Now we got E naught. Now we got Cc. And what about H naught? What is the thickness of the clay layer? If you see in the question, the thickness is 3 meter. So if you can able to find out this sigma f dash, and also if you can find out sigma 0 dash, then you can find out the values. So let us find out what is sigma naught dash. It is nothing but a, if you remember the equation, initial effective stress. So what is initial effective stress? At what point you are finding? This is what very important. At center of clay layer. That's what we would always, for finding the settlement, we will find the effective stress values at the center of clay layer. Now look into the diagram and tell me. That means initial. Initial means when do we call about? Before the application of this square footing load. So if you are not application of footing load, what will be the effective stress? Because of the sand, what is the effective stress? That is nothing but a 9 into, here as water table is there, we have to take the effective values. What is the effective density? That is what nothing but I can say gamma saturation minus gamma W plus, and because of the clay layer, we have to find it up to the depth of center layer. So from here to here 1.5. So for clay, what should I write it down? For effective stress, 1.5 into gamma set minus gamma W, right? This is what the values for the clay layer, and this is what for the sand layer. So substitute the values, that is what nothing but a 9 into, what about for sand? For sand it is given as 1.89. Just remember these values. 1.89. Here we are getting ton per meter cube. So what about weight density of water in terms of ton per meter cube? That is nothing but a 1 plus 1.5 into, for clay layer, what is the gamma set? 1.79. So 1.79 minus again gamma W 1. Right? So if we solve this, then we will get this value is around 9.915 ton per meter square. So this is what nothing but your initial effective stress. Now tell me, what about sigma F dash? Sigma F dash, I will call it as a final effective stress. Again, at what point I'm finding? I am finding at the center of clay layer. So this is the value I am finding at the center of layer. Which layer? I am not repeating again, clay layer. Now, here, if there is a load applying through the square footing, in the question, I have not mentioned any variation here. Like, so if you are not considering any variation, then you have to consider the Terjagis variation here. That means, according to the Terjagis variation, what will be the effective stress, or this final whatever I will separate this in terms of effective stress, initial effective stress plus change in effective stress because of the construction of the footing, right? So as nothing is mentioned, how can I find out this delta sigma dash? If you remember the equation, that is what nothing but a q divided by b plus z into L plus Z. So here we are talking about the square footing. That means L is equal to B. So that implies how can I express it? Q divided by B plus Z whole square. Right? So what about the width here? So here your width is nothing but width of the footing. So what is the width of the footing mentioned in the given question? 3.6 meter. So in this case, the width here it is mentioned as 3.6 meter. Then what about the Z value? Z value is nothing but a distance from bottom of the footing to the where you are finding the settlement. That means from here, so if I represent with another ring, from the bottom of the footing to the where you are finding the effective stress at this point. So from here to here, what is the thickness? Right? From here to here, we know that is what nothing but 1.5. From here to here, what is the thickness? Depth. From total here to here, 9. From 9, we have to neglect 1.5. So 9 minus 1.5. How much it will be? 7.5 meter. So total, what is the Z value from bottom of the footing to the point where you are finding the stress? 7.5 plus 1.5. So what is the Z value? That is 7.5 plus 1.5. Again, it is comes to be 9 meter. That's it. Substitute the relation. So your delta sigma dash, that will be equal to load is acting how much? 900 divided by width of the footing is given as 3.6 plus Z value is obtained to be 9 whole square. So if you are solving this, we will get this value is around 5.67 ton per meter square. That's it. Now we got all the values. Now find out the ultimate settlement. So what is the ultimate settlement? That will be equal to H naught. So what is the thickness? 3 into compression index. We are obtained to be 0.396 divided by 1 plus the void ratio is given as 1.08. into logarithm of final stress is nothing but a initial plus change in stress. So initially is obtained to be around 9.91 plus because of the construction of the footing, how much effective stress is increased? 5.67 divided by initial stress 9.91. So if we solve this, we will get this value is around 0.117 meters. So here in the options, if ABCD is given, then directly you can pick up the answer. Suppose if it is a numerical answer type question, this settlement either we have to find in meters. If it is in meter, you have to enter the value of 0.117. If they are asking in terms of mm, then multiply by 1000. Then you have to enter the answer as 117. If they are asking the answer in terms of centimeter, then multiply this by 100, 11.7. So most of the time, all the students will get this answer, but you will be in a hurry to go to the next question without seeing what they're asking. You will enter 0.117. But 0.117 only true if you ask you to enter the answer in terms of meter. Suppose if I'm asking you to enter the answer in terms of mm, how much you should enter? 117. So if it is a numerical answer type question, before entering the value, please check the unit, in which unit you have to substitute, so that we can decrease our marking mistake, so that our marks will increase, right? Okay. In the next video, we will solve the same problem like determinism settlement, but here it is a variation of the loading we have considered. But if it is a surcharge type is there, then we'll see how to find out the settlement, and also we will see with respect to the consolidation stage how to see the effective stress and the pore water pressure. Thank you.